point out that the world is full of wonders is hardly a revelation. Whether you're talking about ancient or modern marvels, feats of architecture and engineering, or geologic and natural wonders that take your breath away with their beauty, our world is full of wonders. From the evolution of human life to date, people have been busy exploring these wonders. Many of them are still hidden and undiscovered yet. These spectacular structures always inspire us and show us that there is a power who created all these mighty things. Similar to the other lists of wonders, there is no consensus on a list of 10 natural wonders of the world, and there has been a debate over how large the list should be. We did our best to compile the top 10 natural wonders of the world in this video. Before we get into these wonders, don't forget that there's a bonus fact waiting for you towards the end of the video. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Number 1. Serengeti. The Serengeti Ecosystem is located in northwestern Tanzania and extends to southwestern Kenya. The region hosts the largest mass movement of land mammals on the planet and one of the most breathtaking events in the animal kingdom. African safari tours follow the 1 million wild beast and 200,000 zebras that make a 500-kilometer or 310 miles round trip from the southern Serengeti in Tanzania to the northern edge of the Masai Mara National Reserve in Kenya. The Great Migration is probably Africa's greatest safari spectacle and the most exceptional natural wonder of the world. Number 2. Galapagos Islands. The Galapagos Islands are a small archipelago of volcanic islands belonging to Ecuador in the eastern Pacific Ocean. The islands are quite remote and isolated, lying some 1,000 kilometers or 620 miles west of the South American continent. The archipelago is world-renowned for its unique island ecosystem, which was the inspiration for Charles Darwin's theory of natural selection. Seeing the amazing sights and wildlife is best done by joining a boat tour. Booking a Galapagos Island cruise with a company in your home country is usually the most convenient, but is often more expensive. There are also a lot of companies that can book Galapagos Island tours either in Puerto Ayora or from Guayaquil or Quito. Number 3. Sahara. The Sahara is the world's largest hot desert covering most of northern Africa, making it almost as large as the United States. Contrary to popular belief, large dunes, called ergs, form only a minor part of the Sahara. Most of the desert consists of largely barren, hard, rocky plateaus with very little sand. The Sahara receives less than 3 inches of rain a year on average. Even in the Sahara's wettest areas, it may rain only twice a week and not rain again for years. Number 4. Ha Long Bay. Ha Long Bay is situated in North Vietnam around a 120-kilometer long coastline and is translated as Bay of Descending Dragons. The bay features thousands of islands, each topped with thick jungle vegetation, forming a spectacular seascape of limestone pillars. Several of the islands are hollow, with enormous caves. Other islands include lakes, and some support floating villages of fishermen. The geodiversity of the environment in the area has created biodiversity, including a tropical evergreen biosystem, oceanic and seashore biosystem. Ha Long Bay is home to 14 endemic floral species and 60 endemic faunal species. Historical research surveys have shown the presence of prehistoric human beings in this area tens of thousands of years ago. The successive ancient cultures are the Soi Nu culture around 18,000 to 7,000 BC, the Sai Bayo culture from 7,000 to 5,000 BC, and the Ha Long culture from 5,000 to 3,500 years ago. Ha Long Bay also marked some important events in Vietnamese history, with many artifacts found in Bai Tho Mountain, Dao Go Cave, and Bai Chai. Number 5. Mount Everest. At 8,848 meters or 29,029 feet, Mount Everest is the highest mountain on Earth and is located on the border between Nepal and Tibet. The highest mountain in the world attracts climbers of all levels. Although other 8,000ers such as K2 are much more difficult to climb, Mount Everest still has many inherent dangers such as altitude sickness, weather, and wind. People who die during the climb are typically left behind, and it is not uncommon to find corpses near the standard climbing routes. Number 6. Antarctica. Antarctica, on average, is the coldest, driest, and windiest continent on the planet, and has the highest elevation of all the continents. Although about 98% of Antarctica is covered by ice, it is technically a desert, the largest on Earth, with very little precipitation. Antarctica is colder than the Arctic because much of the continent is more than 3 kilometers or 2 miles above sea level, and because the Arctic Ocean covers the North Polar Zone, transferring the ocean's relative warmth through the ice pack. The sea life of Antarctica includes penguins, blue whales, orcas, and seals. Number 7. Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef is the largest system of coral reefs in the world, stretching more than 3,000 kilometers or 1,900 miles. It is the only reef on Earth that can be seen from space and is the world's biggest single structure made by living organisms. The reef structure is composed of and built by billions of tiny organisms. The Great Barrier Reef also features a host of wildlife including green sea turtles, dolphins, whales, sea snakes, and clownfish. Number 8. Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is located in northern Arizona and is one of the greatest tourist attractions in the United States. Carved over several million years by the Colorado River, the canyon attains a depth of over 1.6 kilometers or 1 mile and 446 kilometers or 227 miles long. The Grand Canyon is not the deepest or the longest in the world, but the overwhelming size and its intricate and colorful landscape offer visitors spectacular vistas that are unmatched throughout the world. Number 9. Iguazu Falls. One of the great natural wonders of the world, Iguazu Falls is situated on the border between Brazil and Argentina. The waterfall system consists of 275 falls along the Iguazu River. The majority of the falls are about 64 meters or 210 feet in height. The most impressive of them all is the Devil's Throat, a U-shaped 82-meter high or 269 feet, 150 meters or 490 feet wide, and 700 meters or 2,300 feet long waterfall. Number 10. Amazon. One of the most impressive water bodies on Earth, the Amazon is the longest river in South America at over 4,000 miles and has the largest drainage system on the planet, discharging roughly 74 million cubic feet per second. Whether or not the Nile is longer is a point of contention for some, as debates range over the Amazon's true headwaters. Surrounding the river's drainage basin, the Amazon rainforest is just as impressive, stretching out over 9 different countries and roughly 40% of Brazil's land mass. With all that space, it's no wonder the South American rainforest plays host to more species than any other bioreserve on the planet, including countless species that have yet to be recorded. The Amazon rainforest represents over half of the planet's remaining rainforests. As the largest tropical rainforest, it has unparalleled biodiversity. 1 in 10 known species in the world lives in the Amazon rainforests. And now, it's time for the bonus fact. But before we get into it, we would like to thank you for staying with us this far. The world's tallest uninterrupted waterfall at 3,212 feet is in the jungles of Venezuela and is undoubtedly one of the best natural wonders of the world, whether it's on a list or not. It was not known to the outside world until American aviator Jimmy Angel, following directions given by the explorer Felix Cardona, who had seen the waterfall 6 years before, flew over Angel Falls on November 16, 1933. The falls are named after him. Which one of these natural wonders would you like to see? Comment down below and let us know which one is on your bucket list. If you enjoyed the content, uplift the channel by hitting like, subscribe, and ring the YouTube bell to meet us again in the next video. Until next time.